And they want to do the same in Padel, which it's going to take time. I think it's a very, very good foundation to build for the coaches. People with 14, 15 years old, they are playing kind of professionally right now. It's the evolution of the sport, no? We'll have all of the details
very soon. Okay,
very
stay
soon,
tuned.
very soon.
Welcome to Padel. Today we are in Madrid, Ciudad de la Raqueta. We are going to go around this club very soon, but today we have the privilege to interview Icíar Montes once again, but with new stories to tell and interesting news related to Padel, the future of Padel for the players of the past, or how do we say? Welcome to Padel.
Hello everyone again. Thank you, Rosa, for inviting me to your program.
To your club.
Well, we did think about this like several years ago. Not only the players, but also like the organizations and the federations, the national and the international federation, was thinking about trying to create a new circuit for the seniors, meaning not only the ex-pros, but also like the new paddle players that are engaging in this sport, that maybe they come from tennis and they are like practicing a lot, playing all of the championships, the Europeans, the Worlds, the American Championship. So it was something that the people that kind of wanted to have, to really make it happen, and now, well, the FIP, the International Federation, is trying to launch it for 2026. But I cannot give more details,
specifics. Yeah.
But it's going to happen, yes.
Oh, but that's good, because I've heard you talking about this before. And a few time ago, I think a year and a half ago, we were signing in order not to lose one of the women's categories and all that. So you've been like thinking about this and worrying about this for a little. I saw you a video with your brother talking about also seniors, because you participate. You're one of the players that represent Spain. So you know that right now wasn't still like well balanced somehow, right?
Well, it was kind of a thing that was like building up, no? It was creating like a momentum, like the last few years. And actually, I think it happened all like in a synchronistic way, because it's not only like the demand of the players, but also the coverage that the International Federation is giving to all of those millions of players that needed to have a proper tour for them.
No, but I've heard that now you have an office inside the Wising Center, right? Like, what's this? What's going on there?
Yeah, well, actually the FIP has like 3 offices now. They have one in Rome, one in Lausanne in Switzerland, and another one in Madrid, which is where the Premier Padel takes place. It's in the Madrid Arena. And it's a nice place to visit, and we'll
go around there.
Yeah, of course.
So, when you think about seniors, how do you organize it? And why people would like to play that? Because I think there's going to be like a way to like climb and get there.
Well, I think that you have to start somewhere. I mean, the group ages, it's not that easy to separate them. Idealistically, it would be maybe a 5-year range category, but this is not possible to start. No, we have to start from maybe over 40s, over 50s, and over 60s.
Excellent.
And maybe along the way we'll make some adjustments. And if the draws like they get filled, and then many players like register and everything, we can create separate categories. But right now we have to start somewhere, which I think is a good start.
Of course.
Starting with three categories, both in men and women. So let's see how this is going to
work. But it's going to be worldwide.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be an international tour. Yeah.
Amazing.
With a world ranking and with prize money, but you'll have all of the details
very soon. Okay, stay tuned.
Very soon.
Okay, so let's change a little bit. When we met a few minutes before, you were with a group of people that you are helping and working with them for like a long-time relationship, which is the LTA, like the UK Padel Federation.
Yes.
How is your involvement with that group, and why is that important?
Yes, well, like several years ago, I mean, probably since early 2024, I started working with the LTA, trying to develop the content for the paddle courses for the coaches. So the one that you just met before was her name is Jo Ward, and she's the head of qualification and pathways of qualification pathways for the LTA. So she's in charge of everything, like making creating all of the courses. They have 5 levels.
Wow.
And they want to do the same for paddle. They have 5 levels in tennis. Actually, I think she said 6.
6, yeah.
And they want to do the same in paddle, which it's going to take time, but I think it's a very, very good foundation to build for the coaches, which is going to impact the whole industry of paddle. No, starting with a new and solid structure that they already have. No.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and I think that's going to help all the English-speaking world having that kind of playbook, like the Bible of how to teach paddle. Because right now, to me, one of the most important missions is evangelizing, making people understand what paddle is. It's not tennis with walls. It's not kind of a bigger pickleball. Like, understand the pure essence of paddle is difficult right now.
I think that there, as you said, no, is like there are two parts, very important parts in paddle, which is first like the engaging part, no, creating community, engaging people to the sport, all of that fun part, which never ends actually. And then there's the other part, like more technical, meaning the proper methodology of teaching and of course of learning in different stages, different levels for every kind of level of players and ages and etc. No, so it's trying to merge both parts of the sport, which I think is what is going to make it explode globally. No?
Yeah, and we're close to that.
Yes, I think so. Hopefully.
Yeah, and going back to, let's say, the future somehow. Right now, they are playing like the World Cup for juniors this week while we are here. And I was talking to you like, hey, are you keeping an eye on the kids?
Yeah.
And to me, it's very difficult, as now we're talking about your role as the female coach of the Spanish team, to get talent. Like, how do you do the follow-up to keep an eye on so much talent?
Well, right now, of course, I've got an eye on what's happening on the juniors on the worlds. But actually, we have so many players in the Spanish, not only the Spanish Federation, meaning the Spaniards that are already playing, and I thought before we were chatting about people with 14, 15 years old, they are playing kind of professionally right now, and that's I think it's thanks to the work of not only the federations but also the academies, the circuits that we had in Spain for so many years. I mean the circuits for the youth. So meaning that probably a child starts playing or tournaments with 8, 9 years old. So when they're 15, they are ready to go anywhere.
And face anything.
To start playing professionally. So I think it's the evolution of the sport. No, it's kind of the professionalism that it's kind of taking place. We still got a long way to go, but this is a good example of what's happening right now.
And for you, there's also still an important competition coming this year, which is the European competition, the European Cup. And there are new players. So who are they and how did you pick them? Because it has to be also difficult.
We have 2 competitions in October, which is the seniors, the Euros.
Okay.
And we have the Euro Final 8, the Open team.
Yes.
which
But
I
you
think
want to play the seniors.
I play in the seniors. I'm also
then coach on
the captain, but I'm just the captain, of course,
Yes.
in the open team. We've got new players. Well, we've got new players in the team. Yes, not new players like they're not new for the pro tour. They all play, of course, in the Premier Tour. But yeah, I'm very excited to.
So, but they are Martina.
They are. Do you
Marina
want me to
Guinard and
name
Martina.
them? Yeah, like Martina Calvo.
Okay.
We've got Alejandra Alonso.
Okay.
We've got
Good. From Valladolid.
Andrea Austero, Marina Guinard and Victoria Iglesias, Jessica Castelló, Lorena Rufo.
Okay, good.
I've named 7 maybe, no? So maybe I left one, I'm not sure
Calvo,
if... and Lucia Sainz.
And Lucia, good.
8 players.
So it's a good balance.
Yeah, of course. We've got a 16, 17-year-old and a 42-year-old. So
Okay. Yeah, it gives you a good idea of how wide and different and diverse is paddle here.
Yeah.
But going back to, you were saying like Alejandra Alonso and Andrea Austero, they are super young, but all of a sudden they look like veterans because they've already won and they've already been the Europeans or in the competition and they're playing the circuit and having like a relevant role.
Yeah, actually, they're top. Both of them are top 15 in the international ranking, in the Premier ranking. So you can imagine. And also we've got Martina Calvo. I think is the youngest in the team. First time that she's been selected for Spanish selection. But you can imagine she's playing with Alejandra Salazar, and I mean she's in the last rounds of the draw. So. Yeah, they're all like very experienced players.
And how is that when you call them? You call their parents, or how do you get in touch? It's just you publish it and no one calls them. How is that, and what did they say? Because it has to be something that they're gonna remember all their lives.
Yeah, it's a good question because maybe people don't know how the process
I don't
goes.
know.
No. No, actually, I call them. Of course, every player that I select, the team has to be approved by the board, by the federation. But yeah, I'm in charge of like making the call. Actually, many of the Spanish players they are not able to come to the Europeans because of their busy schedule with tournaments and everything. But still, we've got a top team.
Yes.
So I'm very happy with the players that
and
accepted the invitation.
New ones, when you call them, what do you say?
I call them directly. I don't speak to their managers. I don't speak to their parents. I mean, if it's necessary, of course, I would do that. But the communication needs to be directly with the player because we kind of build. We kind of build a bonding and how do you say like. A confidential, of course, relationship, but I mean we're a team, and I need to speak with them to know what they're feeling, what are their needs, and
and how do they feel about it? And
of course. Yeah.
So, will you have time to like train together, or it's gonna be just get in there and see what you can?
Probably because of their of their calendar, they have like 6 tournaments like before before just playing the Euros. Some of them they're coming directly from the PPL, directly. They don't even have like time to rest.
Yeah.
So because the week of the Euros is the only I think the only
one.
the only gap left in the calendar where they don't have any tournaments. So it's between I think the P1 in Milan and the P2 in Egypt.
Okay.
So they're just coming from one tournament, they play the Euros, and then they go to the next one. So. No time
I think
to
it's
rest.
a problem the other teams are not going to have. Like most of the players in the circuit are.
Well, this is the final. This is Euro Final 8, meaning that, for
Italians,
example, Italy, Portugal, France, they all have players that play in the main draw.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe not the 8 players, but of course there are several players that are professional, and they'll be in the same situation as our players.
But for you, you can feel like a test before the World Cup next year, or it's too far?
It's always good, I think, for the players to go through a European before getting directly on a selection a Worlds, to play the Worlds, because the pressure and the feeling, the emotions and everything that happens during a Worlds is completely different than what happens on the tour. I've been through that experience, and I know that it's good for them to first experience a Europeans, which is of course a lot of pleasure. Once you get like the national T-shirt on, everything is different. So it's very, I think it's, how do you say? Well, it's a situation which is challenging and new for the player. They haven't lived it before, so. Yeah, let's do it.
No, it's your responsibility. Let's see. And I know that you do technification here in Madrid too, and you also coach, like you're playing high level matches almost every day because I see your Instagram and all that. How is that role of helping players like level up?
Yeah, actually I did work for the Madrid Federation. Nowadays I don't work for them anymore, but it was, I mean, it's a very nice job or role to help other players grow, evolve, try to make them get better. No, it's not about you; it's about the player, helping them to develop all of their qualities and create new skills. And I mean, for me, it's nice to see them grow and get better. No, I mean, it's a very nice feeling, and I feel happy for them when they win or they improve or they feel better about themselves and the way that they're playing. So it's very nice for me.
And when you play and you go representing Spain, do you have any surprises when you find new players, new rivals to play against, or?
Of course. I mean, what we see every year is like we see new players like coming in the tour. Doesn't matter their age. Maybe they're super young or maybe they're a little bit older. Doesn't matter. That's the good thing about paddle, and we see the improvement and the evolving in every country. I mean, every nation is exponentially
growing,
increasing the number of players, the number of tournaments, the number of courts. So it's, I mean, but it's good to see. It's the once you get older, you have like a broader perspective of what happened maybe like 30 years ago and what's happening nowadays. And I think it's a matter of time that the sport is going to internationally starting to level up a little bit. Which is going to be very good.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
that could be good news. So we had you this year in the US. I don't know if you're gonna have you again, not because we didn't like it, but because you're uber busy now.
Yeah.
So hope to see you soon there. Maybe I will interview you here again. But we really had a good time there. So I think you should come and visit again and do.
Yeah, hopefully I had a very nice
campus.
time. Yeah, it was intense. But it was very nice, like
intense for you too, right?
Yeah, intense for everyone. We had many hours on court, but it was a nice experience, and I would be happy to come again to Miami. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rosa. Thank you.